Welcome to the Benevolent Commander, produced by me, Leo, and the Guild Wars 2 community, the Benevolent Turn. In this guide, I will talk about the tools you, as a commander, have at your disposal, and how you can use them best to make your trains in PvE run smoothly and to minimize confusion in your squad. This video will be the start of a series of guides about how to be a great commander in PvE and how to lead different trains in different maps. Here's an overview of this video. Right now, we're at the intro, but in a moment I will go through all the basic tools that comes with a commander tag and how you can use them best. Then, I will talk about something I call the extra effort, which is something you can do to make your trains a little bit more smooth and welcoming, making your squad members remember you as that one commander who walked the extra mile to create a pleasant experience for everyone. Let's first talk about the squad itself. In the top left corner of your screen, you'll find a small icon with a triangle that says Party when you hover your cursor over it. Click this button and press Create Squad to make a squad. If you own a commander tag, you will create a squad with you as the commander. Now that you have your squad, let's talk about the options in your squad. Enabling the raid mode limits your squad to 10 people instead of 50. This is mostly used for raids, strike missions, and similar instanced content. This does not really serve you any purpose in open world trains, so you can ignore that. Sometimes it can also be a good idea to lock all subgroups. This prevents your squad members from messing around with the squad. An optimal setup of your subgroup is to place yourself in subgroup 2 while everyone else is in subgroup 1. This way people can easily find you in the squad if they need to join your map. I always leave the allow members to send invites as enabled, since you pretty much just want your trains to be open for anyone to join. The private squad is used to hide your tag from anyone who is not a member of the squad. It also automatically set this option below to no, meaning that players must be invited to your squad directly in order to join it. You can change that and still keep the squad private if you want to. I normally like to let anyone join. This means people can simply left-click on you or any member of your squad, right-click on their picture, and press Join Squad. This can also be done through chat, either by clicking on the name of the commander or the name of any member of the squad, and then clicking Join Squad, or by typing the command sqjoin followed by the commander's account name or the name of the character they are currently playing. You can also join squads by pressing the tag on the minimap and then clicking Join Squad. The last little option here simply changes how you want your squad members to be displayed in the top left corner. It can be either grid or no grid. At the bottom, you can also change the color of your tag. Normally, people just pick a color they like, or that fit their character, or that somehow fit the map or train they are running in. Always remember that your tag is a powerful tool and can be seen by everyone on the map you're in. There are a lot of social rules around tags, and you should be thoughtful of how and when you use it. People will usually flock to a tag since it often means something is going on there. They will follow the tag around the map because they trust you and your decisions. But don't worry, you don't have to be an expert in a map or a farm train in order to do it. Simply be polite and honest about your experience, and the squad members will almost always be completely fine with your mistakes. But you still need to be thoughtful of these things. For instance, if you're running some kind of private social event, it might sometimes be best to make the squad private to prevent confusion. Sometimes when you want to communicate important information to your squad, you might find that your messages in squad chat gets drowned in random conversation. If you fear people do not get the message, you can use a broadcast message. To make a broadcast message, simply type Shift plus Enter and start typing. The broadcast message will be sent on the top of the screen for every member in the squad, and it will stand out a little differently in the squad chat box. However, you should still be prepared to have even your broadcast messages overlooked. People are often just relaxing and having fun in open world trains, and that is completely fine. Markers are also an important tool which you, as a commander, have at your disposal. Markers are fairly simple, but their uses are almost endless, so get creative. This is also a place where you, as a commander, can really do something extra to make your train run smoothly. There are 3 kinds of markers: location markers, object markers, and map markers. The standard key binding for location markers is Alt plus any number from 1 to 8. Alt plus 9 will remove all location markers that you have placed. For object markers, it is Alt plus Shift plus any number from 1 to 8 to mark the object you have selected. Alt plus Shift plus 9 removes all object markers you have placed. To place map markers on the map, use Alt plus mouse 1 and then select the map marker you want to use. Remember, the personal waypoint can only be seen by members in your subgroup, so try to avoid using that one. Location markers can be used in many different ways. You can use them as road signs on your route, which help your squad members follow you around complicated maps. Let's say someone is lost and need to make their way to you, and they are unfamiliar with the map. They can then simply follow your location markers to get to you. You can also mark interactable terrain to show your squad how to follow you. Communicating it in chat also helps a lot. If you need some of your squad members to go and do something else during an event, while the rest of the squad stays with you, then you can also use location markers to show where they need to go. You can use map markers in the same way. Simply ask your squad to go to the map marker, and some will often be helpful and do it. Map markers can also be used as a quick way to split the squad between 2 objectives, in cases where you need someone to do one event while others do another one. Or maybe you need your squad to go and kill a boss at a specific location on the map. Both location and object markers can be used to let members of your squad know where they can find and open loot. Object markers can also be used on NPCs to indicate where your squad needs to deliver an item for an event. You can also use object markers on another squad member, a lieutenant for instance, if you need to split up the squad to do 2 different things at the same time, and you want some of your squad members to follow your lieutenant. Sometimes your squad might not be attacking the enemy they need to attack, or they might be distracted by something or busy doing something else. In these cases, you can mark an enemy with an object marker to show your squad that you want them to attack that target. The rank lieutenant is something you can give to other squad members in your squad. This grants them most of the tools you have as a commander, minus the tag itself. You can use this feature to let other squad members put down location markers for you. Or if you are very preoccupied with running the train, you can have them help kicking squad members who are being unpleasant in the squad chat. You can also put an object marker on your lieutenant and have them lead your train in cases where you're very unexperienced and new and you simply want to learn the route. When you want to advertise your squad or your train or event, it is important to use the LFG system in the game. Always make sure to give the proper information in the LFG. Most important first, less important later. This way people will know exactly what you're doing and what to expect. If you're being too vague in your descriptions, people might join with specific expectations, only to realize that this is not an event, that they are interested in. Your squad message is also a neat tool you can use, although not a lot of people actually read it. It will always be displayed immediately as someone joins a squad. A regular member can always open up the squad message in the top left corner by pressing the little triangle, or by simply pressing Ctrl P and then pressing the squad message button. To edit the squad message as a commander, simply open the squad message in the same way and start typing. In the squad message you can provide information and details about the train, and you can also write something about yourself and your content. Just remember, writing something in the squad message does not guarantee that people actually read it. As mentioned earlier, people just relax in open world, and the information you write in the squad message is not that accessible. We will now move on to some of the things you can do as a commander to make your trains extra pleasant and run more smoothly. One of the most important tools you can use in Guild Wars 2 to help your squad members are portals. Portals are freaking awesome, but in order to use portals most effectively, you want to lead your trains on a mesmer. Despite the fact that Thief also does provide a portal, it is not nearly as convenient and effective as the one mesmers provide. Mesmers also have the neat ability to reset their portal cooldown, and they can therefore make 2 quick portals in rapid succession in case someone missed the first portal, or if they need to move their entire squad a very long distance and one portal simply cannot reach. In order to reset your portal cooldowns, you need to use the utility skill called Mimic. To use Mimic, you have to first place your portal entry, go to the location you want to place your portal exit, then use Mimic, wait for the animation to finish, and then you place your portal exit. So how do you use your portals effectively in your train? I have a few tips for you here. When you are going to portal your squad to an object which players can interact with by pressing F, such as a place of power hero point, make sure you place the portal exit far enough away from the object. This prevents players from accidentally taking the portal exit back to the entry when they are trying to interact with the object. Failing to do this will leave some players confused, stuck, and sad if the portal closes. It will especially slow down your train if your portal is on cooldown afterwards and you cannot immediately make a new one. This also goes for every other kind of situation where you want to bring your squad to a specific place, even if it is a boss fight. You would not want to teleport your squad into a red circle and dying, or having someone accidentally press F in the middle of their DPS rotation. I also strongly recommend that you place a marker on your portal entry and a different marker on your portal exit. There are several reasons why you as a commander should always mark your own portals. When you mark your portals consistently with the same marker, your squad will learn to trust your portals and always take those over other portals that might be placed. It can also be useful to mark where you would like to have your portals placed when there are many friendly and helpful mesmers in your train. When you place a marker where you would like to have them place portals, then they won't place them all over the place or on top of objects. Neither will they accidentally place the portal somewhere that won't help at all, or place the entry out of reach for the exit. I'm always super grateful when mesmers in my train help me and other squad members by providing portals, and when I place these markers, it will be easier for them to know how they can best help. Another important reason why you should mark your portals is because it helps your squad members understand when they should take a portal and when they should not. This is why I place 2 different markers on my exit and entry. I personally use the purple circle for entry and the yellow X for exit, because I find them to be most intuitive. I then tell my squad not to take the portals on the yellow X marker, but always take those on the purple circle marker. This avoids a lot of problems. For instance, let's say most of your squad is standing right where you want them to be, but someone missed the portal or fell down, and now they're lost. They need a new portal. If you make sure to use markers for your portals, then you won't have to fear that your entire squad takes the portal back to a place where they really shouldn't be. Imagine your squad is now stuck and your portal is on cooldown. That is not good. When you have someone helping you in your train with portals, there's a very neat little trick they can do to help you. I like to call this a double portal. It is especially useful when there are a lot of members in your squad and more than 20 people, which is the maximum capacity of your portal, are trying to enter your portals. To do the double portal, your Mesmer friend simply stands exactly on your portal entry and places their own portal entry right on top of yours. Then they wait for you to go to wherever you want to place your portal exit. And once you have placed down your portal exit, they enter your portal and place their own portal exit right on top of your portal exit. Now your entire squad can get through either one of those two portals, which effectively makes your portal capacity 40, which pretty much should be enough almost all the time. Now, let's talk about what you can do as a commander to create a great atmosphere in your squads and trains, which make your squad members feel welcome, included, and safe. I will first talk a little bit about farm trains. Farm trains are usually based around the idea of maximizing gold income per hour. Personally, I find it more important to make your trains feel as inclusive and welcoming as possible while maintaining the purpose of the specific train you're running. Often, those who are the slowest members of the squad are those who are new to the game, or the map, or the farm train. So I also think it's important to make sure these people feel included. Otherwise, they will just lose interest in the specific content, and they might never return to it. To make everyone feel included in my farm trains, I try to do my best to wait for those who have fallen behind in the train. That is why I sometimes ask my squad members to slow down and wait for those who have fallen behind because they got in combat or something like that. Of course, you can never truly include everyone, because they might be distracted or doing something completely else, but usually I like to think that the train is only as fast as its slowest members. When running a farm train with a lot of players, you will in some cases experience that some players are missing out on a lot of loot, because they cannot keep up with the train, and the enemies just die or the events are completed way too quickly. In these cases, I suggest you tell your squad to lower their DPS and stop hitting enemies with all they've got, and simply tag instead. Tagging means to hit enemies once and then stop dealing damage to them. This will give you enough participation to get the reward, while leaving the enemies healthy enough for the rest of the squad to also tag once and get the rewards. It is also important to provide your squad with relevant information about the maps or the trains you are running. This will make your squad feel like they are in good hands with you as a commander. It is especially your responsibility to correct misinformation in case someone is trolling or just plain wrong. To maintain a great and safe atmosphere in your squad, you need to showcase a great attitude, which will also affect your squad. When your frustrations and emotions are showing, it will give others room to be mad or toxic. If you are rather friendly and positive, you will often see that your squad is too. Remember not to become frustrated over the mistakes of others. They are often simply new or inexperienced. If someone is asking for your help, it is also nice to try and help out, but don't feel pressured. And always make sure your squad is okay with helping someone do something if that was not originally planned in your train. And when people ask questions, try not just to answer in a cold way, but rather in a friendly way. I also like to stop up and go back for those who have died for some reason. Your squad will often follow you and do the same. The reason why I like to do this is because it really inspires mindfulness of other players, and it celebrates the community and helping each other. Even in farm trains, it is really important never to forget that those stuck behind might as well be you, and making sure nobody is left behind will create an overall faster train. But not only do you need to be an example of a friendly person yourself, you also need to intervene and react when someone is misbehaving in your squad or in your surroundings. Make sure to dissolve any negativity you see, and protect your squad from hate speech. Also, if someone is being elitist or toxic towards other players in general, make sure to try and turn that around. If you simply let spiteful remarks pass by, then people will feel unsafe in your trains and squads because they think you allow or maybe even agree with these views. People often forget that players make mistakes because they're simply new, and when people react very strongly to these mistakes, it will scare off these new players and it will make them feel unwelcome. Being a commander can be hard work, and it is not always easy to make your trains run well, but once they do, it is all worth it. I've always been amazed by those commanders in Guild Wars 2 who do their best to make everyone enjoy the ride. They truly inspired me to try and lead myself, and doing that has led to some of the most amazing experiences I've ever had in this game. Would you like to become an amazing commander yourself? Then check out my live stream on Twitch TV. I run several trains every week, including a weekly hero point train, and I like to stream them all, and I'm happy to answer all of your questions. Or even better, join our Discord server and let me train you to become an amazing commander for any train or map you wish. Kind, the Benevolent Turn, is a friendly and inclusive community, and we do several events every week, such as raid trainings, fractal trainings, farm trains, weekly competitions with gold prizes, fashion contests, and even more. If you want to be a part of our growing community, then join our Discord server. I would also like to thank all of the incredibly kind and helpful people who helped me make this video. You all mean so much to me. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you wish to stay updated for my upcoming guides, then don't forget to subscribe. Take care everyone, and see you next time.